Um, Hello everyone.
Hello, everyone. um,
TFT, apparently your mic sounded better on the podcast. Uh, I don't know.
wow, incredible.
So some of it, okay, actually, I have a suspicion. I believe that some of this is because it is currently being routed through, TFT's mic is being routed through Discord to my computer audio so that it can be routed back to stream. Because I'm the one that's like streaming, right? So it's like a bit less direct. And I suspect that's what's causing that. But yeah. I don't know if there's a way to fix that. I don't think there is, but anyways, some people may have been here the whole time, but would you like to explain what Hatching Plans is doing in the stack?
Okay, so like, famously, unlike what some players of Gruul and Standard might say, drawing 3 cards for 2 mana is a powerful effect. So like, I don't know. It seems like not that high cost to include these 4 cards, and we're definitely playing these 4 cards. So I wanted to try it. It might be bad, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, would you say that this is a replacement for the One Ring?
In the sense that it fills some slots that the One Ring might have filled in the past. Yes.
Uh-huh. And it pitches to Force Negation. Wow.
Yes.
But yeah. So you haven't found anything else that you can sack Hatching Plans to? Have you considered animating Hatching Plans with, I don't know, something so that you can sack it to Flare of Denial?
That is pretty sick.
Or you could copy it with Fable. I can't think of a like easy way to animate it.
You can play Zur.
I don't know if that is exactly what I want to do, but I guess that is a true statement. It sounds illegal with Phlage, but
it is not that illegal with Phlage. I don't think that's the problem. The problem is you don't have very many enchantments.
Okay, so I would say that it is like, okay. When I say illegal, I don't mean that you couldn't do it. I mean that like the cost seems very high to do it.
No, the cost is not very high at all.
Really?
You could easily flash a color in this deck. Famously, okay. I did so at the Pro Tour, except not very famously because I didn't do very well. But anyway.
Okay, fair. I guess I forgot how modern mana bases work.
Yes, modern mana is very good.
You said you wanted to fit a 4th counterspell?
So instead of doing that, I caught a sideboard card and then moved a counterspell main and then put a Force Negation in the sideboard.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
Well, also there are some Fables here. I don't know if they're playable, but I kind of wanted a couple more ways to do things if your Phlage gets surgical or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
I am a bit worried about number of counter spells, but still. I'm a bit worried about what happens if you face Breach. How do you
I plan on beating them post board.
Yeah, that's fair.
I plan on beating most of these cards, but most of these decks post board.
Okay, sure. I guess some of what my thought is what if we should incorporate some of that to main board, but we can just run with this for now.
It's possible you should clench it a bit more.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Do you have a suggested cut for? Do you have a suggested spot for doing this?
What's wrong with playing more actual factual counterspells main deck? I guess we have 5 lands that don't tap for it. That's pretty bad.
Well, it's just not very powerful. That's my answer to this question.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. The other thing that I would think about, but I've already thought about it and hasn't really and like I haven't really fruitfully thought about it, is whether there are other enablers for hatching plans. But
I yeah. There might be some interesting things you could do, but I couldn't find anything.
R-
But I didn't like try that hard about it.
RS Romano says, is EE a good enabler slash sweeper for sideboard?
Is E interesting?
Engineered explosives. It's like a much worse Wrath, right?
I agree. It's mostly much worse Wrath. I think it's
I guess I'm like not.
much of an overlap, but
I'm like kind of not worried about like the matchups where Wrath is good,
mhm.
kind of, but I don't know.
I agree. It's a sketch. It's more sketchy if Wrath is bad in the matchup. Okay, I would like to keep.
Uh, sure. We can't tune on turn one. That's like slightly annoying.
I agree.
We're just playing arena,
Yeah.
and arena into bluffs or something.
Yeah.
Have you thought about the card Final Vengeance?
I have not. Interesting.
I'm not saying that it's likely good, but certainly of all cards, it does exist. Like many
Yeah.
other cards. It is black, but
Well, let's cast hatching plans.
yeah, sure. And then I guess next turn we're probably expressiving.
Well, it depends on what they do, but I kind of plan on flaging.
Right, yeah. I forgot that that's a thing that we can do. um, Raids is not modern power level, really. Disturbing Mirth is not really what we're going for. I mean, you could literally play Enigmatic, but
I agree. Like, there are like things you can do with enigmatic. Like the enigmatic Valkyrie loop is like pretty real. The main problem with enigmatic is that in modern it's very easy to destroy an enchantment.
yeah.
Or at least like there are many reasons for people to want to play things that destroy enchantments.
Yeah. So you get hit by this.
Yeah.
Also, hello, Nor, and Sophia, and Emily. I'm saying these out loud because CFT can't see chat.
Okay, well.
So is our plan to kill a Johnny? Is our plan to what?
I think I like killing a Johnny because
Wrath can't clean up a flip to Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Not a perfect plan.
Yeah, the other reasonable thing is to eat to expressive, but like. There's
maybe some argument for doing this off of Hallowed Fountain, but
because like we might want to expressive next turn.
Yeah. Seems pretty likely that we will expressive next turn.
I feel like most of the lands that we can get like can be blue anyways. I guess it might be awkward if we like want to like if we get like a torch and also want to like cast our tune or something.
Well, I hope there's a Wrath in the Skies in the future.
That certainly would be the hope. At the very least, we're not getting ascended this turn, or at least like not without help.
Okay, well,
Well, we did get Torch.
do you want to torch to try to find is
Yeah, we could torch to, like we could like torch target like one of these Ocelot Prides. I don't hate
so
that.
it only sees 3 cards, right?
Uh,
Expressive also sees 3 cards, but then you can't cast Wrath this turn is the main downside.
Expressive doesn't let you cast Wrath this turn, and also like also it's like Expressive can be a bit more awkward, right? I think like for example, we can pretty naturally like torch into like Snap Torch, right?
Fair enough. Okay, so let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to Snap Torch?
Uh, Off of like Sacred Foundry, I guess. Sure.
Is it possible we'll want to? It would be still 3 cards after, or 2 cards after. Okay, probably just off of.
Yeah, I think I like Snap Torching. Oh, for the record, I wanted to torch without filtering so that we could hold up Snap Torch theoretically, instead of like needing to do it on our turn because of the Gaia Pulse trigger,
Hmm.
and also because they might have like a removal spell that they want to throw at Snap.
I was thinking that there were. Yeah, maybe that was right.
Yeah, I think there weren't that many ways for us to be punished for like not filtering.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably trade for a 1/1.
Well,
I guess we literally have Flame of Anor, but like okay, so we can either take 8 trading for a 1/1 or take 9 not trading. How likely are we to live if we go like don't trade and then like flame kill guide draw 2? Then we're at 6 and that's kind of dead on board, which I don't love.
well, how much better is it if we
Well,
trade?
basically my claim is that
but like we could flame into a removal cell and then for like in a decent
sure.
spot.
Sure, I guess. I guess I'm worried that like the line that we're trying to go for right now it does not involve Flame of Anor and instead involves Expressive. Also, hello, Min. Also, Miniature Catfish is complaining that we have not yet agreed in the past 2 minutes, so something must be wrong. And to that, I would say I disagree.
Okay.
I'm worried that like the card in hand is like Phlage.
Don't you think our opponent would have cast Phlage instead of casting Fable?
That's not obvious to me. They might want to like, for example, discard Phlage to Fable and escape it.
Oh. Okay, that's fair. But then we're at Okay, fine, we can block. and just cast I'm worried that our best line is to cast Flame and then find a removal spell.
Well, the thing, if we cast Flame, we can't even cast Wrath of the Skies, right? Like if we find
Fine.
Wrath. I guess we could because we could cleaning up the tokens, huh? Okay, maybe that's better, but I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so let's cast Expressive, I think.
I agree.
How exactly should we do this?
Let's just tap our left 2 lands and leave up Sacred Foundry Plains, I think.
Do you not want to hold up Tune the Nerd?
Well,
like,
okay, so
what if you want an extra look? I guess we can tune off of Island. Okay, fine.
Yeah. In fact, like, yeah, I don't know. I guess if we tune off Island, that like shuffles 2 cards back into our deck. Okay, maybe that's bad, but okay, want to put Hallowed Fountain in exile, counterspell in our hand.
Okay.
And then try to find Wrath. And die if we don't.
Okay. Well,
seems we have died if we didn't.
Okay, well, let's bring in some useful cards.
I agree. Are they? Do we bring in Surgical and/or Path, or is that not something? Is Surgical is a Phlage question, I guess.
I was not intending to bring in these cards, but we could consider bringing them in.
The prosperity card, so to speak.
These were intended for like Oculus.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like they're not better than any of the cards we have.
Fable?
Well, Fable is for answering Phlage problems. So, like, and this is a matchup where they will probably try to fight you on the Phlage axis.
Okay, sure. I will register that I'm not sold on this Fable, but like, I guess we should like cast it. Wow, I like this hand.
I agree. Okay,
what are we
want to do on turn 1?
Well, I would like blue mana and I would like white mana. So, like, do we have a blue-white Surveil?
Yes.
I guess we could instead get Hollowed Fountain. That might be better, I guess.
We could also get blue-red land and just draw another land, of which we have many.
Well, I like that if we get blue-white land, we can cast all their spells in our hand except Torch, and then after we cast all our spells, we've drawn 4 additional cards. Or, well, I guess 3 additional cards compared to the blue-red land. You know?
Okay, fine. I kind of want to fetch Hollowed Fountain. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Now how do you feel about torching?
I would like to torch now. I guess we could get Thundering Falls, but I guess that's a bit slow.
Yeah, I think it's a bit slow.
Lemonade Archery asks, could you try Ral, Manamorphose, and Flame of Honor in Jeskai Control? Perhaps Fluting and Deep Analysis, too.
Has anyone, like, actually tried Ral in the control deck?
I certainly haven't.
Is it, like, plausibly good?
Okay, I'm gonna set the MTGO username right now to yours. Because people keep trying to use this command. What are we doing?
Okay, let's cast Phlage, I assume.
Is that better than, like, Toon Wrath? Like...
I feel like we can just, like, do this later and it'll be fine. Like, even if we miss our land trap, it'll be, like, fine.
Sure. Okay, some RS Romano suggests some random Scryfall sacrifice searches. Rite of Oblivion, slow but cool. Perilous Research for their Boomer Heart. I don't know what Perilous Research does.
It draws 2 cards and sacrifices a permanent.
I see.
Okay, let's wrap them.
Yeah.
I assume I should just pay 3 mana, and
Yeah,
spend 2 of it.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay, and next turn we can escape Phlage and kill them.
Do you think that the card Leyline of the Void could be a problem for this deck?
Eh, I feel like it'll work out. None of these kinds of things work out.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, but like, it's a funny question.
I agree, it's a funny question.
Well,
Okay.
let's do our original plan, I guess. I guess we can
think
surveil first for Snapcaster version for reasons. Snapcaster reasons.
Yeah. Okay, and then we can leave Torch Tower, I guess.
Yeah. Um.
Okay, well, I like that they're dead.
Wait. Oh. Right. Yes. Okay. Well, Phlage certainly did the Phlage thing, and so did Wrath of the
I
Skies.
agree. You could certainly make the claim that Fable is bad.
Well, I would like to keep this hand.
I agree.
It's like a
Not
bit.
perfect.
Yeah, it's a bit slow. I would like to draw Tune the Narrative into another white land. You know.
I agree.
Ooh,
Okay, well.
No turn 1 play is a very good sign.
Given the structure of the
Yes, I agree.
The next turn we probably want to play Plains.
Yeah, I was assuming next turn is a Plains Hatching Plans kind of turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that suggests that they have a Johnny in hand or something. I don't think we do anything about that, but
I agree that we can't do anything about it.
I guess we can Flame of Anor, the flip to Johnny.
That is not true.
Wait, really? Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I guess we can Torch the flip to Johnny.
Yes.
I somewhat suspect that we're about to take 3. Or actually, yeah, 3.
It's not very good.
Miniature Catfish suggests you should type, "Gee, I sure hope you don't have removal for this hatching plans in hand," into the chat.
Plus, I see. Okay, fair enough.
Would you like to cast Fable of the Mirror Breaker?
It does kind of seem like the thing to do.
It kind of feels like our hand needs help, so to speak.
I agree. Do you want to do it off of Cascade Plus?
That was my assumption, but maybe we don't. Maybe our like the amount of blue we use is small enough that we should just play Mountain. But
That seems not true.
okay. What do you think the chances are that our Goblin token survives?
Probably very low.
I guess probably the Ajani will kill it.
Yes.
Ooh, one of my favorite parts of Fable is that it dies to Wrath of the Skies.
True.
What's y'all take on energy in Modern? Asks Zucchini. I think that energy is a good deck.
I suspect I will be testing it more very soon.
Uh-huh. I think that there like might be some. I think that there's probably space to explore in it that isn't like that. There's like a core to it, and like I suspect there are like many things that you can do to explore like the not core part of it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Overall, it's a pretty.
I'm still interested in casting Faithless Looting. Like, I like that it finds your hate cards, which is a big part of your plan.
I like discarding Thundering Falls Island here.
It could be Mountain.
I feel like we have more red than we have blue, but
Okay.
well, that's an answer to a Johnny.
I agree. Do you want to answer a Johnny?
So the alternative is to Wrath for 2.
Yeah. It doesn't seem very good. I'd rather Wrath for 3.
Sure. Okay, we can answer a Johnny.
I'm gonna let them discard first and then answer a Johnny.
That's not how that works. It'll be their main phase.
Yes.
After they discard, it'll be their main phase. They'll have priority.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Well, okay, fine. I guess it's pretty likely that's the first action. But there's some interesting thoughts around this, because, like, but I guess it's too bad if
so okay.
the hand is a certain way.
I think like you should. I think that you should do it now, unless you think, you like think that they have a second Ajani and would rather like let them use their Ajani right now. To like play around that. I don't think we want to assume that. But yeah.
Well, like they could, for example, if they want to play like any creature, they would want to do it before they use their Ajani, right?
Sure. I don't think that they necessarily want to play any creature.
Yeah. I think the whole situation is a little bit complicated, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's not like uncomplicated, but I think that I think that this was the right choice. Okay. Zealot says, wanted to stop by and say I played the Lockdown Flicker Mirror. Jesus. Sounds about right. I don't like that we are at 9 and at a virtual 6. And that there is a Phlage in the graveyard.
I agree that these are not very good things about a situation.
I like that our opponent played a Ghost Vacuum, I guess.
I agree with that one.
Zucchini asks, are you preparing for a Modern event? Well, what are they doing? CFT is preparing... they're escaping Phlage?
Okay, that's good for us.
I agree. CFT is preparing for Portland. I am judging Portland. Clearly, they should let you exile the treasure token to Phlage if you specifically spend it while you're casting Phlage.
Okay, so this does put 3 cards into their graveyard.
Yeah. It's not a perfect plan. Like, notably, a fetch surveil lets them reflage.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. Which does kill us, since we're at 5. And we'll be
Yes.
at 2.
Yeah, certainly we liked them flaging now rather than like playing another creature and then flaging later or something. But I somewhat worry that like this hatching plans was not very impressive this game.
I agree. Okay, I have a question. What if we name 2? It kind of seems like we should name 2, right?
Oh. Huh. So we put one fewer card in their graveyard, but they have the Fable on board.
Yeah. But we also have a Fable. Our Fable is probably worse, but
Okay, let's name 2. I like that naming 2 means we don't die to like literal fetch land.
Yes.
The thing that I am preparing for is MIT Mystery Hunt this weekend. Notably, we will not have a stream on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried that it feels like we maybe need to draw like both Wrath and Phlage to win games, you know?
Hmm.
How do you feel about surveilling right now?
How do you feel about casting Flame of Anor? Like the.
Oh,
Okay.
the draw 2?
Yeah.
What are we looking for?
Phlage?
I don't like that casting Flame of Anor like mostly kills us if we don't find Phlage.
Okay, fine.
While only digging 1 deeper than Fetch Surveil does. Towards
okay,
Fletch.
let's serve. Okay, so we have a surveillance play. Okay, yeah. I suspect. Okay, interesting.
I think we're supposed to put any card that is not Phlage in our. Sorry, I suspect that we're supposed to put any card in our graveyard.
Fair enough.
Maybe I guess we could keep EI on top, but like it feels like our opponent is about to escape this Phlage, for example.
Okay, so we must kill this now.
Yeah. Is there a reason to do it with this versus Torch? I don't know.
Well, this thing has Destiny.
Oh, sure.
In the game,
Yeah.
So to be fair, like there are some reasons to help.
We really shouldn't have played this Cascade Bluffs is what I'm hearing. I don't like that we are dead to like everything except like creatures that don't have haste, kind of. You know?
Yeah. Okay, wait, I should actually bargain this, right?
Oh, yes, I agree. That makes us slightly less dead to everything, you know? I like that Ragafan right now is a 2-1.
Okay, let's not take that.
I agree. Because, you know, it's hard for it to deal combat damage to us and trigger.
Okay.
Hmm.
I guess we would not have died to this if we had not bargained, but then we would have died in.
Yeah, I mean, like, they could have cast it pre-combat, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, Ajax has a lot of trophies.
True.
So, okay, I haven't played very much Control in Modern. Certainly not in New Modern. And, like, my impression of how this game went versus how, like, you know, games with when we were playing with Storm with rather those guys went is, like, kind of felt nice to, like, you know, have what felt like a stronger threat to win the game to pair with our Wrath of the Skies, you know?
Yeah.
To, like, force our opponent to do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, what do you have to do with this hand?
I'm worried that the answer is Mulligan. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep.
Sure, I guess. Are we like putting Flame to the bottom?
I kind of want the bottom. So one thing you could do is bottom Solitude.
I don't like bottoming Solitude instead of Flame.
Okay. Bottom Flame.
Like we have a draw 3, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Like I understand that Solitude, you know, is a 1 for 2, but kind of feels like the thing that this hand might need.
Yeah.
I agree that Flame has not looked particularly interesting. Lyser says Flame has looked pretty bad so far. Apparently, our opponent was last seen 3 days ago with Dimir Murktide.
I see.
Well, this does look like Dimir Murktide. For some, well, I'm surprised it's not called Dimir Oculus, but maybe they're really actually playing, you know, Murktide and not Oculus. Want to surveil?
I think I agree. We could also just fetch Shock.
Well,
Or
what
like
if we
fetch a tap Shock?
Oh. What if I claim
Like,
that, like,
what kind of card are you looking to surveil to the top?
like,
Or surveil to the graveyard?
I don't know how good Wrath is in this matchup. It doesn't seem that good, but, like, EI Torch? Phlage?
Like,
Are cards that I would... I'm looking for EI and Torch. I would obviously put a Phlage in the graveyard.
I'm worried that I would keep most of my deck. In which case, I kind of want to just fetch a...
I'm not convinced I would keep most of my deck.
I guess it would probably bin a land. Okay, fair enough. Let's get, like...
Like, okay, I kind of want to fetch Surveil and then fetch Surveil next turn again.
Okay, which surveil do you want to get?
A blue one.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm picky. Oh, we should. I guess. Yeah, I want to bin that maybe. Right, like it's not good versus them.
No.
I guess we should be
Okay, let's.
aware of. Should we play Flooded
Oh,
Strand because they have? Oh, I guess we have Eagles. Okay, sure.
yeah,
But we should be aware of Harbinger, certainly.
yeah. I think I'm still okay with fetching Surveil this on this one,
Okay.
even though Harbinger exists.
Frog push. Okay, I guess we're tuning first.
I agree.
Gotta hate an empty cantrip.
Well, this okay. I like Tune. The thing about Tune is that it's mana positive.
I don't like that there are only 4 cards in our deck that make that true.
Okay, do you want to get this Surveillant? I think so. Right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Okay.
I guess
would
that's
keep
good.
this.
Yeah. I like that it, is a. You could even argue a 3-for-1. And I guess
think
we're
I'm just
fetching
gonna fetch
planes?
planes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, the way that we eat a hatching plans is with Torch or Wrath of the Skies, for X equals at least 2. Oh, by the way, one of my worries with the hatching plan stuff is that I worry that there might be cases where we want to Wrath for less than 2 while we have a hatching plans in play, but we'll see if that ever happens. Right, like I'm worried that we might want to play hatching plan. We play hatching plans on 2, and then on turn 3, our plan is to Wrath for 1.
Yeah. Okay. Let's cast Flame for damage.
Wait, what if we like snap? Like, what? Can we just snap tuned, or is that bad?
Okay, so they're clearly representing Counterspell, right?
Yeah. So okay, basically, I agree that they're clearly representing counterspell. Are you saying that Are you saying that you would rather the flame get countered than the snap? Maybe that's true.
I think so, right?
Okay, sure. We can flame that.
So one thing they could do. One problem with this line is that, given that they have Counterspell backup, they might just discard 4 cards.
Then they have 1 card in hand.
I guess them can snap Wrath. Okay, it's probably fine.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, Snap Wrath does work at that point. Wrath does say destroy, yes. It would be very funny if they discarded 4 cards here.
Okay. Pierce, I see. Okay, would you like to Solitude now?
Is there a reason to do it now versus wait till our turn?
I guess not.
Yeah.
They can't fund the Solitude, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to cast Iteration?
How likely do you think it is that we pitch this? Okay, what if we Solitude first? With the
Why?
Okay, I don't know if they ever play Stern Scolding or whatever.
Why would Solitude need first help?
Well, we want to know whether the Solitude resolves, maybe.
I don't think people play Stern Scolding main deck.
Okay,
is my guess.
Sure.
I could be wrong about this. They could pierce this. Okay, I see.
Can we put expressive in our hand, fun in exile, or how much do we care about this Phlage? I kind of want to put expressive in hand, but
okay.
or yeah.
It's tricky.
I guess we could also like cycle this Eagles for no, that doesn't do anything. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take expressive. And then guess we'll just pitch solitude now.
Yeah.
It's not perfect. I would say that there are various imperfections relating to this deck.
Now that is an understatement, I think. Wow, fetching island. Oh, okay, sure.
What else do they play? Surely it's not more than 2, right?
I don't know. It's either 2 or 3, I think.
I agree that those are the most likely numbers.
Yeah, So I guess our plan next turn is to lead on EI.
Yeah.
But I guess, like, if we draw a land, we could, snap flame or something, depending on exactly what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
How hard is it for us to deal with, like, actual factual Murktide, do you think?
The deck is not very well set up to do so. And we just used one of our answers to it. So
But at the same time, like, people don't really play actual factual Murktide anymore, right?
I think some of the product lists like maybe play a couple or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Unearth. Okay.
Okay. Okay, now what's our plan? They have 3 cards in hand?
Hmm. Kind of seems like we should cast EI.
In that, like, they're too likely to have some kind of interaction?
Yeah.
I'm worried that, like, this is the best time to snap flame.
I feel that the best time to snap flame is if our snap gets countered, then we can do something else.
Okay, that's fair. Well, we can hatching plants. But
True. Maybe it's fine to snap flame.
I kind of want to cast snap holding up our 2 white lands. Or something. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it really doesn't matter. This is just to like make them wonder whether we're like no, this is better because this properly conceals the land in our hand.
Yes.
So I could let the snap resolve with the thought of, I'll just counter the wrath.
Which might not be bad for them, to be clear. But
Well, if they have actual factual counterspell in hand, right? Like, and that's the only interaction that they have. We would rather them. I think we would rather them like let our snap resolve, but
Yeah. Okay, are we? Okay, they will probably not last.
I don't think that we're going to have to make that decision. Yeah.
Look, the problem is that the only deck I've actually played Froggen with is like with Euro. So every time it's like I'm used to not wanting to exile cards to my Frog ever, or like being reluctant to do so.
Uh-huh. I still can't believe that this deck plays Graveyard Trespasser.
It might even be good.
Do you actually believe that?
Probably not. You should probably play like what's the Emperor of Bones?
Okay.
Do you want to lead on Hatching Plans?
What if we? Is it bad to lead on EI?
I like that if we lead on Hatching Plans, they might not counter it.
What's our plan after playing Hatching Plans?
Torch the frog and then try to figure it out with our 3 cards.
Uh-huh. Okay, sure. We can lead on Hatching Plans. I don't like the thing I don't love is that like if they counter our Hatching Plans, our EI is worse. Whereas if they counter our EI, the Hatching Plans is not worse. So I guess they probably wouldn't counter our EI. I don't know.
I just felt like they probably wouldn't counter the Hatching Plans.
That's also fair. So they can like discard 2 cards to this?
Yeah.
If they wish. Was there some? Can we have? Okay, I wish to have tapped so that we had white open, but like.
Yeah, that was probably better.
I did not know this fast enough.
Okay.
Okay. Instead of 2 cards, we got 1 card.
Okay.
So now we can Phlage the frog? Oh, I guess like they can still discard 2, but that seems fine.
Let's Phlage the Graveyard Trespasser.
Oh. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Discarding 2, I assume?
Well, okay, wait. I guess like okay, I guess our Phlage is like very valuable. Okay, sure.
I think our Phlage is very valuable, yes.
But like mostly my thought is like forcing them to discard 2 cards to save this frog is kind of nice. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm worried that like this doesn't actually save our Phlage because they're going to just like get back the Trespasser.
Oh. I guess maybe it was reasonable, but I don't know. Okay, let's attack, I think.
Sure.
Given that it seems hard to block.
Yeah. The damage can really matter too with Phlage. Yeah. They don't have the Unearth. My vibe is kind of that they might have more Unearth, though.
Yeah.
Or that, I guess. My vibe is never that they have a second copy of that, because I'm very surprised they even have the first, you know?
Has kind of looked good for them this game. So, you know, like... Okay.
Let's EI?
I agree. Okay.
Okay, let's put Solitude in hand.
I agree.
And Fable in exile? Or, I don't know.
I agree. Okay. If we exile Fable, do you want to tune now?
Yes, still.
Okay.
My plan is to
That's
tune now to try to find white card.
okay. Do you want to do it now
Is there a reason not to?
instead of after the Fable?
Why? Wait. Is there a reason to do it after the Fable? Like, what if we draw, like, Wrath of the Skies? Like, we could maybe cast Wrath of the Skies this turn. We probably shouldn't, but, I guess, like, I don't expect them to counter either of these spells, so I don't really expect it to matter, I guess.
I kind of felt like they were live to counter the Fable, but I guess maybe not.
Well, if they want to counter the Fable, then we should definitely tune first, right? Maybe? Or,
Perhaps.
I don't know.
It's strange.
Many things are strange. If they attack with Graveyard Trespasser, are we trading? You don't have to trade, certainly. Okay, well, no option, I guess. Interesting.
Okay.
They haven't played a land this turn, right?
I agree.
I'm expecting. Okay, they didn't play a land, period.
Okay. Well,
Do you want to
you want to
discard
discard
the
both?
non-solitude cards?
Yeah.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay. That's good.
Do you want to lead on Phlage? Like I think Wrath is maybe no, yeah, I kind of want to lead on Phlage because like
Yeah. Okay.
I
Well,
feel like
let's lead on Blade.
they probably want to counter Phlage,
Yeah.
especially since
Do you want to not haste it?
no, I want to haste it. Like I want to haste it and target Psychic Frog with it if it resolves.
Well, what I like about not hasting it is that like next turn then we can haste it.
I suspect that it won't be in our graveyard next turn. Like, I kind of expect that they have a Unearth in hand, maybe, but I don't know. But okay, so the other thing is like I don't want to Phlage just to kill this Graveyard Trespasser, right? Like I think that if we don't haste it, like it's not doing enough.
Okay, fine.
Like I'm not even sure if they need to like if we just don't haste it and kill the Graveyard Trespasser, they're live to just like push it, right? Whereas if we do haste it and like target the Psychic Frog, then they can't push it to save their Psychic Frog, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go to attack. Surely.
Yeah, going to attacks plays around Spell Pierce for one thing.
It's possible we just want to Phlage again.
Oh, I guess that could be true. Are we, if we Phlage again, are we like hitting them or the Graveyard Trespasser? I guess them. And then we can
I feel like it would be Frog and make them discard a card. And then
Wait,
we can just solve.
what? They don't have to discard a card if we hit Frog?
Oh, it's a 3/4. Never mind.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like I kind of want to like Wrath for X equals 0 and then like pay 3 energy.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Why to play on Spell Pierce?
Yeah, I guess that's maybe
Okay.
bad into like second counter spell because then they also eat our Phlage. So maybe it's better to Phlage.
Well, okay. If they have silence counterspell, are we alive? I guess we're a little bit alive. Like we're at 9, and then they have 1 card. So then they have 2 cards, and then they can. We're at 1, but we're kind of alive.
Yeah, also if they counter our Phlage, we can Solitude. Still.
Okay. Let's switch. By the way, I'm worried that we shouldn't have hasted. It's possible this like makes it too obvious that we have Wrath of the Skies. Maybe exiling Wrath is bad.
That seems hard for them to like pay attention to. Okay, so I kind of want to like hit them, but I'm not. I don't know.
Okay, let's hit them, and then are we playing to Solitude?
I kind of want to like upkeep Solitude their Psychic Frog, maybe.
We get punished with like sink into stupor.
Surely they can't be playing that many Sink into Supers, right?
Why not? Their deck has Force Negation, and it's 2
Oh.
colors.
Okay. Well, I certainly don't want to hit the Graveyard Trespasser. I guess is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I guess we can Solitude now.
Okay, let's Solitude now. We could also just choose not to Solitude, which might be better.
Okay, let's just pass. Let's just pass and see what they do. I think we should maybe the thing that we maybe should be doing is playing faster.
Yeah.
But
The thing about Modern is that it has a lot of decisions. Okay, do you want to Solitude now?
Sure, let's Solitude now.
Okay. Like, I will not make a value judgment on how if the format is good or not or something, but it sure does make you make a lot of decisions, such as which land do you fetch.
Okay, well, one thing about this like hasting Phlage or not hasting Phlage thing is that it certainly does not look like we ended up in a spot where we could like escape Phlage again on our next turn, you know?
I guess.
Like, given that they had Counterspell, and then we still don't, and then our line was still to recast Phlage, I kind of like what we did of hasting Phlage. Right?
Hmm. Okay. Well, I can't tell how good this is for us.
I love not being able to tell things like that.
Also, I kind of wish I had kept the Wrath of the Skies in my graveyard, but it'll be fine. Okay.
That's good for us. Do you want to like exile Oculus, shoot Frog?
I guess so.
We could also shoot face down, but
Yeah, I think it's worse.
I agree it's probably worse.
What game is this? Is this game 1?
I think this is game 1.
Concerning. I guess this is one flaw with playing Control on stream.
It's okay, we gotta train at it because, like, I'm sure that we'll play many controlling decks on stream over the course of, Okay.
It seems like they have flipped up Oculus.
Well, I still am not sure if it was better. Like, this might still be better for us to have killed the frog,
Fair.
I'm surprised they didn't attack. I guess they need to block, maybe. Okay. I'm no longer surprised they didn't attack.
Okay, do you want to activate reflection target?
I would like to target Snap, yeah. And, like, go for the pending on Oculus again.
Sure, they're dead.
Certainly if they have nothing, they're dead. They might still be dead on board. Okay. Wait, they revealed an Orcish Bowmaster. Oh, it was the face down. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say if they had Orcish Bowmasters, they could have just Bowmasters are Snap.
Okay, well, do you think we should have Celestial Purge?
It kills Frog.
Yeah.
And Graveyard Trespasser, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, how do you feel about this? Or do you think we should leave a couple torch?
I feel like we're kind of not allowed to cut all the torches because our hatching plans become, like, really bad.
Okay, fine.
This is some of my worry about hatching plans. I would like to keep 2 torches, in fact.
Okay. Well, what else would you like to cut?
Are you sure this Celestial Purge card is good?
No.
Doesn't it? I feel like it only. I would like to not play this Celestial Purge card.
Like either of them? I feel like at least the first one should be good. That you can.
I feel like the first one
1-to-1.
I feel like the first one is like maybe fine.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to submit this, or do you want to play this Phlage?
I don't know. I don't have a good conception of how good Phlage is in this matchup.
Me neither.
Okay, let's submit this.
Okay. It might be very good.
It might be very good on the theory that I assume the reason why they have Graveyard Trespasser in their deck is because of Phlage. Okay, let's keep this. Are we getting Blue-White Surveil?
Oh. I feel like we should get Hallowed Fountain. We could get Blue-White Surveil.
I think we should wait until what we draw. I think if we, like... I don't know how to exactly describe... Okay, so, like, if we draw a card that's, like, that does something with, like, our hand, then I want to get Hallowed Fountain. If we draw a card that, like, doesn't really do it, like, that causes us to, like... If we draw the card Hatching Plans, I would like to Surveil. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Let's lead on Flooded Strand anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's lead on the Flooded Strand and pass. Okay,
well, I would like to tune the narrative.
Is that better than Surveiling?
Well, I like that it lets us cast Wrath with those guys.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. I forgot about the casting Wrath of the Skies part. I guess we might just do that next turn. Okay, we're probably just doing that. Shoutouts to oh. Shoutouts to Filterlands.
Shout out to Filterlands on MTGO.
Shoutouts to Arena of Glory also.
Whoa.
Okay. Okay, well, I like this. I like this if they don't have counterspell backup.
Yeah.
I guess it's probably bad to like proactively do it because
they can just like put that
yeah,
on.
yeah. But like maybe if the reasoning is maybe that like it's really really bad for us if they put Oculus in play, we could yeah.
Okay. Would you like to look at the deck?
Okay. I'm looking at their deck. They have a bunch
They
of
have
2 Pierce, 2 Snare, 2
two
Scolding. They do have
one.
Murktides. Okay, I think that's enough looking at their deck for me.
Okay, I agree.
They have Clink, I guess. Can you bring up their hand? Yeah. And they still have an Unearth in there. Okay.
Okay, well, let's cast Hatching Plans,
I agree.
I assume.
Yeah. That does seem like the thing that we're allowed to do with our amount of mana.
Mm-hmm.
What you're getting from this stream is that Phlage is busted? Yeah, Phlage is pretty good.
Yes.
One might even call it a design mistake.
I am very confident that Phlage will need to be banned in Modern at some point. I kind of agree that they should. I kind of agree with not banning it immediately though, because I feel like the context it was shown in was not like really the context that demonstrated how busted it was.
Yes. Okay. I agree with you. Okay, so we don't know anything about their hand yet, right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to do this?
Yeah. Let's tune.
I guess right now it also gets got by Spellsnare. Okay. Well, now we have an option. I kind of still want to Wrath.
I also still want to Wrath. I like that it hits our land drop probably.
It might not, but
well, yeah. It's this. There's always a chance, but
no. I mean, they might counter it.
Well, sorry. I like that it like they might also counter our pending,
Fair enough. like maybe one argument for not wrathing is okay, so my guess is that one of their cards is either force or blue.
Why?
Because otherwise they would have just let the Nihil Spellbound get killed, right? Or no, I guess it does hit 4 cards. Never mind. Okay, do you want to get blue-white Surveilland and keep any land and not keep any non-land?
Sounds good to me. Nice. It's any land. I do love any land. It's my favorite kind of land. Want to Phlage? They can't counter.
I guess it can Phlage. Okay.
Right. And then to save it, they have to pitch their hand, in which case we can pending.
Yeah. Okay, so what land do we want off of this?
We want a basic.
Yes.
Of some form, so it doesn't like super matter. I guess we want basic planes, given that we want a basic off of it. Okay. I like this exchange.
I agree. to the stack playing deep analysis. It doesn't seem like very good. I feel like they. Oh wait, that was bad. Now I can't escape. Now I can't haste the Phlage.
Wait, can't you?
Never mind.
You can haste a
it's
Phlage waste floating a mana.
Yeah. Okay, let's haste the Phlage floating a mana.
The haste the Phlage taking a mana burn. Oh no, you should.
Wait, no, it's fine. You don't even have
Oh,
to.
oh yeah. Okay. The wonders of filter lands. Yeah, so okay, I agree with you that like it seems fine that they haven't already banned Phlage, but like it's possible for it to be a design mistake despite like, you know, it seeming fine for them to have not already banned Phlage.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I say it's a design mistake, but also okay, sure.
Okay. Let's cast Fable, I assume.
Sure, yeah. But okay, but also I feel like I don't feel quite qualified to say what is and isn't a design mistake in Modern because I don't play Modern. Okay, well, let's pitch nothing, kill them. There are many ways.
I agree. There are many ways.
Ooh, this was a more challenging way because now oh, I guess no, we can use the treasure. Great. Oh, I guess we couldn't have tapped the filter land for colorless to pay for pending because that's not how pending works.
Okay, well, I like that we won this match. I was getting worried for a second in game one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like some of this is just like Oculus is not. Frogulus is not like the most robust deck in the world, you know?
Yeah.
It kind of like can just run out of steam.
Yeah. I don't understand what happened to people playing deep analysis in that deck. Doesn't it sound really good to you? Because it sounds really good to me.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good to me. I would not say that I know whether people currently play deep analysis in the deck. See, like, what I'm saying is that like I don't play. What I'm saying is that I don't play Modern, right? I don't know. What I'm saying is that I like somewhat trust my game design chops, but also like I don't play Modern, so like I'm not entirely in tune with what people want out of Modern, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. What a hand. We're on the play this time, so we could consider keeping.
Can we keep for science? Like, can we keep for like?
Okay, let's keep for science.
Like, I feel like if you're not allowed to keep this hand, which I think you probably might not be, like that might like say something about the deck, you know?
I agree. It might say something. Okay.
I would not like that card. The real question is, I guess it depends on what our opponent does, but like one question is, are we surveilling next turn?
Chromatic Star.
Oh, is this the not breach one? I mean, no, it is breach. Okay, let's surveil.
I guess. Okay, fine. Well, okay, fine.
Like, we really need to cast Wrath for 1 next turn, right? Surely?
Perfect.
Yeah. I guess not. We could also die here.
I agree it's possible to die.
I would like to put any card that isn't white land or torch to the bottom, I guess.
Oh, we need to do this first because of countering the star on the way back so that you can't get an artifact reason. So we can infer that there's no artifact in the hand, or the one of the two cards is not an artifact. Okay. Let's go with no.
I think I think I would go with no. Well, I don't
like
think
we could, given that. Okay, so you activate.
Okay, so what you're saying is you want to like kill Emery this turn with that, right?
Yes.
But
Okay,
like,
so we take 6 and then.
but then we're like nowhere close to like casting. Okay, we're pretty like we're not very likely to cast Wrath, I guess, is my claim.
Okay, fine.
And like I think we like very much die if we do not cast Wrath in the next 2 turns. Okay, let's cast Hatching Plants.
We could cast Snapcaster Mage.
As a chumper?
Yes.
I think that it is better to cast Hatching Plans and hope to draw a white source, but like
Okay.
lag. Do you think we're gonna get Haywire Mighted?
Oh, that would be pretty funny. Okay, that's fine. I think.
I agree that seems fine.
Okay, the fact that they're recasting Grinding Station is that's fine.
Okay, we seem to have died.
How would you feel about our science experiment?
I guess the fact that we didn't have a second white mana made it worse.
Okay. What would you like to word out?
How do you feel about boarding out Fable of the Mirror Breaker?
Huh. I was kind of hoping it'd be good in this kind of matchup.
Why? Isn't it like really slow?
Yeah, but okay, like the matchup shouldn't be about like you doing something being fast. You doing something like okay, it's faster than your other cards.
Which cards would you say it's faster than?
Phlage. Or attacking with Snapcaster Mage.
Sure. Well, we need to board out more than just okay. Okay, so okay, I guess I was thinking that Snapcaster Mage is like coherent with Flame of Anor or something, or like if we want to play this Flame of Anor, I would maybe still.
Okay, I certainly don't. Okay, fine. Maybe
also Snap is nice with like Orum's Chant.
Okay, how do you feel about this?
Can we board out a torch?
Okay, we can board out a torch. Is this good?
Sure.
I feel like Fable is supposed to be good against common matchups.
Is it? I think we're somewhat allowed to keep this. Like, we get to pending something, mostly. I want to keep this, but
We can keep this. I'm worried it's bad. I'm worried that we're going to lose this match because we kept two sketchy hands. And then we're not actually going to find out anything about the matchup. Besides that, you can't keep sketchy hands.
Wait, I don't think this hand is that sketchy. I don't know. Do you want to surgical this grinding station at some point, by the way?
Not really.
Is that like not something that helps? At some point, not like right now, you know?
Let's get blue-red, I think.
I do want blue. I guess blue-red makes sense.
Okay, let's keep that. I assume.
Well, okay, so what happens when you surgical a grinding station against them?
They can like naturally make it to the deck with reach and mumbles and stuff.
Uh-huh. Okay. Seems a bit harder.
Like, okay, what if they just naturally cast a grinding station? We're gonna like kill it.
Well, sorry, I'm not saying I want to surgical the grinding station right now. I'm saying that, like, what if we want to dig towards, like, something that isn't force of negation because we're less scared right now because we have the surgical for grinding station?
Sure.
Like, I'm not saying this is necessarily, like, sound logic. That's just, like, the decision point I was, like, on. I agree that the opponent's deck looks cool. We can't. That's not something we can pending. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
Okay, I think I want to just surveil.
Yeah, I agree. Blue-white?
Yeah. Let's keep that.
Yeah, I like keeping that.
And then just pass again?
Are we supposed to pending the Mox Opal?
I feel like I'd rather flame.
With the EI, I like feel like I care less. But like we can pending plus tune, right? And that's like we're only dropping 1 mana.
I mean, it's a whole mana.
Yeah. I guess we can pass. We can even like flame the Mox Opal if they threaten to make mana off of it or something.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Temple Garden. Whoa.
Okay, I guess they're planning on sagaing. Let's draw 2.
I agree. Let's draw 2. Temple Garden means.
I don't know.
Okay. Well.
Would you like to Wrath for 0?
What if we don't Wrath and instead we like eat this?
Sorry, wait. Doesn't Wrathing right now eat the Urza Saga? Isn't that how Wrath works?
Oh yes. Okay. Sorry, it's been a bit. Okay, do you want to do this? I guess I'm gonna solve here. Okay, fine. Let's do it for 0.
Yeah. We're not paying energy either, and we have a tune in hand. I think we'll be fine on energy.
Okay, fine.
I don't think I care about surgicaling for hand info. I kind of like don't really care what's in their hand right now.
Okay, do you want to cast iteration for as anticipate? I think it's close, but I'd probably rather not.
I think I would rather not.
Okay.
Given their board state, I think I would rather not.
Yeah.
Like, and we have two pendings. It's like pretty easy to like have iteration turns. I feel like from here.
Yeah.
Emery up to Fairy.
Very. Okay.
Okay,
fine.
well let's tune. And I guess we can pending that.
Yeah. Are we iterating this turn?
Uh,
What
I would
if
like.
we just hold? Let's just not iterate and then just hold forever.
Wait. What if we iterated and like if we don't, because like if we don't hit a land, we like if we don't hit a land, we can still cast pending, right? I just
Yeah,
feel like.
but what if we want max value iterates? Like
What do you
if
mean
something
max
bad were to
value?
happen- Like I like
Oh, you don't want it to be a
Yeah.
land. Okay, sure.
yeah.
Okay, we can pending the Teferi and like and then like fetch our last surveil.
Yeah.
I'm worried that like we don't actually want to. This is not actually. I'm worried that this isn't actually a good time to surveil, but maybe that's a silly worry.
I mean, we could fetch tap shock.
We can also just not fetch. Like, well, what if land is a good draw?
Okay. Well.
What are
that's-
okay? So are we
Hmm.
surgicaling Mumble? Oh, I guess that's a good way to die.
I agree. That's a good way to die.
Okay, let's. I want the surgical grinding station because, like, first of all, it takes 3 cards out of their hand. Second of all, like,
Yeah.
it seems hard for them to like make that much progress.
Yeah.
Wow, we made a follower goal of 680. I don't. Okay, well, it kind of looks like.
Okay. So they have it Savines. That's why they have a Temple Garden.
They have a Thassa's Oracle. They have 2 Spell Pierces.
Cool.
Sure. Yeah, they also like played their land this turn already. So like they can't.
Yeah.
This is kind of just like a expensive mumble.
They can like recast them to A0, I think.
Yes.
Oh, did we do a Jace check? I didn't see a Jace, right?
I did not see a Jace. I did a Jace check and did not see one.
Okay.
What's in their hand?
What is in their hand? Emery is in their hand.
Okay.
Oh, I shouldn't have. There's some other cards in their
Okay.
hand that I forgot.
They've disconnected. In addition to that, apparently. Okay,
Okay,
let's
do you
surveil.
want to fetch tap shock? I might want to fetch tap shock.
Sure. We can do that. What's in their graveyard? I don't care what's in their exile.
Okay. They have a shifting woodland in their hand.
Yeah, I know they have a shifting woodland and the Haywire Might. Okay, want to hold up snap for, or actually,
Hey.
no, want to proactively snap? Maybe.
What is the? Oh, do you want to just exile a breach?
Basically, but I guess we can EI first. Wait, actually, did they exile their, is there Thoracle in exile now?
I guess so.
Huh. What's their plan? Well, let's
Interesting.
let's I guess we could put Sacred Foundry in our hand island. Oh, I guess we want Phlage hand for the surveil at some point. Sure.
I guess I'll play Island for like Fall seasons or whatever. I have a new plan. I want to snap Wrath of the Skies.
That is also my new plan.
Okay.
Okay. Question: How much are we wrathing for? We could wrath for one and then Phlage the Emery, right? Or yeah, just like
Oh,
use our
do
energy
you want
bank.
okay, then should we like do this first? No, because of 12 years.
Yeah.
Okay, let's like.
Okay.
That seemed good. I'm worried Fable seemed like it would have been good.
Okay, let's cut a Phlage for a Fable. And maybe something else for a Fable. I feel like Phlage did not seem like it was that good. Nice. Should we cut an Eagles?
Oh, sure, we can cut an Eagles.
Because we know we don't have like Solitude here. We're on the
Not
draw.
clear that boarding down on the land. Yeah, I guess we're on the draw.
Yeah, I was suggesting this specifically because we were on the draw.
Mhm.
And also because Eagles is not like a particularly good land.
Mhm.
I would like
Okay,
to.
are we keeping this?
Well, this hand is any hand with Wrath of the Skies.
Okay. There's some ways this can go wrong, but
Yeah, but like I feel like mulling hands that can cast Wrath of the Skies is not really what I want to be in the business of doing in this matchup.
fair enough.
You know?
Okay, do you want to? No, let's.
I don't want to tune, no.
Okay, let's spin that. I think.
I think I want to bin that, yeah. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
do you want to plan to tune this turn so that we can Wrath next turn and kill Emery?
I think that's my plan. Yeah.
Yeah, because like if we Wrath, okay, well, I guess like we only kill Mox Opal. Okay, yeah, let's definitely.
Another option is to prismatic ending targeting Soul Guide Lantern. I guess I can sack it for. Okay, that's bad. Do you want to play Spence to save 2 life, or do you want to?
I don't think the life
Grand
matters that much. We like literally
Okay.
have a Phlage in hand, for example,
Fair enough.
and like I might want to surveil for a land.
Okay.
I mean, depending on what this tune draws, right?
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. I don't think we
Yeah.
have a response to that one. What did they put in their hand? A Saga, I assume?
Or I kind of assume they put Breach. Oh, okay. They put Saga in the hand. Yeah, that's better for us.
I agree. Well, I knew they didn't put Breach in their hand because there was a red card in their graveyard.
Mhm.
Okay. They put a Tameo in their hand.
Mhm.
Okay, let's tune. For what it's worth, in response to the Emery targeting bobble, we could have tuned for surgical, but I don't know if we wanted to surgical bobbles.
Okay, let's surveil, I think.
Yeah, surveil for a land. I like would bin most.
Hmm.
Okay, so our plan is to Wrath for 3. They'll draw 2 cards, but they'll only have 2. They'll have Island, Blue Green Land, Island Hedgebays in play. They'll have Tameo and 3 unknowns in hand.
Yes.
I would like I think I would like to bin that, but
Okay. I think it's fine because we'll have Magistrate.
yeah.
Okay, let's Wrath for...
Well, we have to. We should pay
Yeah.
the full mana, I think, so that we get the Emery as well. Have the hatching plans been good? Would you say the hatching plans have been good, CFT?
Well, certainly when you draw 3 cards, they're kind of good.
We did mulligan a hand with 3 copies, and then we capped a hand with 2 copies and like brutally lost.
I agree.
At some point, we drew 3, and that did not save us. Like there was a game against Energy where we like drew 3, and then it like didn't do anything, right?
Perhaps. Okay. What would you like to do?
I would like to kill this
Play.
Tameo in some fashion. That fashion could be Phlage.
I kind of want to get this Magic shit in play because I'm scared.
Yeah, let's do that.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
I think our opponent was like playing a bit sloppy and not and conceding too fast. But
that's fair. Okay, this will probably be last match.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, this Wrath of the Skies card seems good. I like casting it. I don't know about the rest of the deck, but
yeah, I kind of worry that we're getting very little data other than Wrath of the Skies is good. I think I have gotten the data. I don't want to put hatching plans in my deck, but like,
yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, do you want to keep?
Yeah, let's keep. I don't like that hatching plans doesn't help you find Wrath of the Skies. Yeah, I like really don't like that. You know?
Yeah.
Are we surveilling on turn 1? And binning anything that isn't Torch or Wrath? Or
well, I kind of want to keep any spell.
Okay.
But
I guess EI is pretty nice. Ooh, we could play a fetch on turn 1, and yeah.
No.
Like,
that seems like any spell.
Is that any spell? I'm not convinced that's any spell.
I think it's any spell. Like, we have some interaction, and then...
Okay, I guess we have Solitude. Sure.
I will say, it's not obvious that you should play Solitude in this deck.
Well, it's nice with a draw 3. Yeah, sure, we can fetch Island.
Well, one flaw with fetching Island is that you have the card Phlage in your deck. But it's probably fine.
We don't have the card Phlage in our hand.
Yeah. Seems better than taking 2 damage at this point right now.
Also, like, play around Blood Moon or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's playing Blood Moon. Do you want to fetch Mountain next turn, or?
Possibly.
I guess probably next turn what we're doing is playing Scalding Tarn and passing, but... Okay. I assume they have Unearth.
Yeah. Okay, well... given that we have this ending, we could just choose to hold it to
Yeah, let's just
shock and
shock.
try to do this. Okay.
Also, like, if we really felt like it, we can solitude the thing or just float red, kill a thing. You know?
Yeah.
What's this?
Oh, you have Murktide. I see.
Okay, well, we have a solitude for that, and
I
they
agree.
they can't interact with our solitude, right?
I agree. Well, they could have subtlety, but that
Oh,
seems
okay,
unlikely. Let's
sure.
draw 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's pitch Wrath, or I guess Wrath draw some cards.
We should
We can
maybe.
pitch Ending.
Okay, so are we just like playing around subtlety to do this? Is that why we're doing this now, as opposed to like drawing a
Oh,
card?
okay. Let's draw a card.
Ooh, do you think we can pay 7 colors of mana? Um,
Okay. Well,
what if we surveil first?
let's reveal first. I think that's good.
I like that it. Yeah, I like it. Its combo with Flame of Anor. That makes me more willing to pitch Wrath, I think.
I still like that Wrath draws 3 cards. Hopefully.
Well, my worry is that like so like we theoretically have a way to draw 2 cards, right?
Yeah. Okay, we can pitch Wrath.
Actually no, I'm off it. Let's pitch Pending.
Okay.
They both do the same thing, right? They both kill one thing. Wrath is more expensive, but it draws 3 cards. So like it's fine that it's more expensive, I think, given that we have another more expensive thing that draws 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like one thing we can do with Snap is like on their turn Snap Flame, and then on our turn Wrath. You know?
Yeah. I see.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
we
would
did
you
it
rather
to
Snap
Wrath.
Flame or would you rather Wrath?
I guess discarding a card is probably not that bad right now, but I still feel like. Oh, I guess we could have.
So, okay. Wrath against Fawn means that our Snap does nothing. That is the worry.
Oh. I guess that is a significant worry. Okay, in light of that, I kind of want to Snap.
Yeah, I do too. Which land are we discarding? Hollow
I
Fountain?
think the Fountain.
Yeah, okay.
Nice. Wow, is our Wrath going to draw 6 cards?
It might. Okay.
Oh, right, they had this. I forgot about this. Annoying, actually.
I have a sneaking suspicion that our Wrath will not resolve.
Yeah.
Okay, want to start by tuning? Or do you want to start by surveilling?
I think I want to start with tuning.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to cast EI? Or do you want to start with Wrath? I think it's very sane to Wrath for Wrath paying 0 extra mana right now.
I agree. It plays around Stall Pierce? Okay,
Yes.
maybe it's nice. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. I totally have counterspell.
I agree that we totally have counterspell. So do they.
Okay. Do you have to cast hatching plans?
Yeah, I guess. Let's do it. Seems like the thing to do. Hello, Algis. I still don't know if I should be pronouncing that Alice or Algis. Do you want to surveil before we? Okay, I was gonna say, do you want to surveil before we decide whether to block? But I guess that decision has been made for us. Oh, maybe we should have played Scalding Tarn in case they choose to cast um, the thing that makes us want to fetch a mountain.
Maybe. But then we don't have a... Okay, whatever. Okay, well,
We should probably keep that.
I agree. Whether we want to cast it is a different question.
I would cast Expressive first, I guess.
Okay, let's cast Expressive. Off of...
Islands plus Steam Vents, so that we can still, like, we have 3 weight for pending reasons, maybe?
Or something. Okay, let's take, like... Towards the tower?
So,
or, like,
Expressive in the hand, Torch in Exile.
Yeah. And then it seems fine to just do this off of Thundering.
Okay, and then they can discard 2 cards to it, and then we Wrath, and then they, like, use their last card or something. That seems fine.
Yeah.
It's also great if we draw a second Torch. If they choose to, yeah. I will say the hatching plans seem, like, pretty nice in this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
So they're, like, not particularly fast. Okay.
Okay, well... Let's fast for 0, I guess?
Yeah. Let's do it. Nice. Okay.
Okay, so what were we doing?
We were boarding in those 5 cards, yes, I believe.
We were not boarding in Phlage, I think.
Oh, okay. And we were taking out Fawns and, like, 2 torches.
Yes.
Okay.
We might want this.
I agree we might. I don't know what it's better than.
I agree, I don't know what it's better than. Okay, we can submit.
I like submitting. Someone can feel free to make a joke about that. Our math asks, what are we doing here? That's a question I ask myself all the time. Thank you, Nora, by the way, for adding the command. All just says, I wish this deck had another win con. Win cons are like fake, you know?
I don't disagree. This is part of why there's a Fable in this deck. Or 2 of them. But, like...
I don't know if I would say that this hand is an acceptable hand to keep.
Yeah.
Like, you're kind of forced into, like, surveil, turn 1 surveil, they, like, play a threat, and then you, like, probably need to tune, and then their threat, like it seems really bad against Frog, you know?
I feel like we don't have that many good hands that are good against frog.
Well, the card pending is fine against frog, for example.
Fair enough. Okay, but maybe you should play more maybe one of the reasons you shouldn't build your deck with this structure is that you want to play 4 pending.
Uh-huh.
Because of this matchup.
I don't think I don't that's I feel like we're fine. But like we have solitudes as well or something. I would mulligan. But like
okay, that's mulligan.
Like for example, if we had like just a second fetch, it would be fine because we could like turn to Wrath or something. I guess we're keeping this.
Okay. I agree. Let's bottom one of these reveals. I think
Sure.
this one.
Yeah.
I feel like this hand is worse, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree that like if you just gave me the 2 hands, I would choose the first one. But like
yeah, okay, wait. Do you want to
I guess we play a fetch land?
Yeah, I kinda want to play a fetch land.
Great. And then if they play frog, then we fetch like blue white and tune. Ooh. I guess that's a scary thing.
In response to Prof Mayhem, my theory was sort of that like maybe those matchups don't exist.
Ones where you board out 12 cards?
Or like ones where both Torch and Wrath are both cards you definitely need to board out. Like against Eldrazi, even against Eldrazi, I feel like they have a bunch of they have like Utopia spells and talismans and stuff, and then like it's just like maybe fine enough for you to just keep in Wrath of those guys. I don't know. Anyway, do you want to tune in Wrath?
Yeah, I want to fetch Hallowed Fountain and plan to tune Wrath. Do you want to fetch Plains after that? Or I guess like it's awkward with EI, but
It'll be fine. We want to cast Flame on turn 3 anyway, so like it's not like we're going to want to. Whoa, interesting.
I don't think we can wait for that.
Okay, fair enough. I'm worried that they're going to unearth, but
okay. Do you think they would have played Frog instead of unearthing last turn?
Yes.
Why?
It spends full their mana, and then they can unearth with counterspell backup. But I guess it's not like the selfs against it. Okay.
Yeah,
I would say they're pretty live to have unearth, but it's not. I don't think waiting helps.
Yeah, I agree that they could have unearthed, but like I don't think that I wouldn't say I'm worried that I think we have no information on whether they have unearthed, kind of net. Or like we have like some information about like the kinds of hands where they would have unearth. Like if they have a fetch land, they're less likely to have unearth, you know. That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Would we like to cast our one legal spell?
I agree. Which land do you want to play? Probably this one.
Yeah.
Could have played around this if we felt like it, but
okay. Here's a question. If the opponent goes play fetch land fetch, do you want to surgical their oculi? In response,
if they play a fetch land, they cannot fetch.
Oh, that's fair. You know what? You're so right. Oh no, is this a Murktide?
This seems like a Murktide.
Okay,
Let's
at
see.
least it's only a 4/4. Still kind of scary.
Well, it seems like we have been Harbinger of Deceased.
You can still draw a mountain.
I agree that we can still draw a mountain.
I guess it's probably not, given they probably have counterspell or something like that.
Yeah. Well, okay, that doesn't help.
Well, I mean, oh, I guess not.
Okay, we can still draw a mountain. Not really. The problem is that we sort of like committed to this on turn 1 when we. It's maybe we need to prioritize fetching red, or maybe we should have prioritized fetching red given the shape of our fetching basic mountain given the shape of our hand.
Well, the problem was like there was no way to do that while wrathing on turn 2.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
There just wasn't, right? Because we needed to
Yeah.
fetch specifically blue white and then some white land, right? And then we immediately got Harbingered.
Okay. Would we like to change anything?
How do you feel about not playing the Celestial Purge, given that doesn't hit like Murktide?
Okay. Would you rather play a third torch or a fourth Phlage?
Fourth Phlage, maybe?
Okay. Hmm. Much to consider.
I mean, Path is good against them, kind of.
Hmm. Are we keeping?
Um, hmm.
I mean, last time we kept a hand like this, it was in the blind.
Yeah, well, also last time we kept a hand like this, we had 8 ways to hatch,
Oh.
and also we only have 6 ways now, and they have ways to counter 4 of those ways. So let's mulligan.
Okay.
Let's keep this and put
I.
Wrath to the bottom or Tune.
Hmm.
One of those two, I think.
Hmm. It's a little awkward to bottom one of those two.
Well, I think we can't. I think that we can't cast Wrath really
Okay, fine.
if we bottom Tune,
Fine.
right?
Okay, let's bottom Wrath.
My
Okay.
proposed line might be turn 1 in Arena of Glory, turn 2 fetch blue white, play hatching plants.
I agree.
Okay. I guess they can like spell pierce it or something. But
Okay, let's hatch. Or
I like hatching.
But let's. Yeah.
You know me, I'm an egg.
Hmm.
Or at least I plan to be.
Hmm.
Planning to be an egg is the most egg thing ever.
Hmm.
To be clear, when I say I'm an egg, I don't mean in the trans sense. I mean in a different sense, which I will not disclose.
Hmm.
Do you think we're gonna get spell pierced?
Maybe.
Or spell snared? Spelled in some way.
Certainly. Hmm.
I don't think that's true, Nor.
Okay, it seems like we are being spelled in some way.
This could also be consider into force. Okay, we got spelled of the snare variety.
I would not say our situation's perfect.
No, I wouldn't either. Okay, would you like to torch this, or would you like to not?
Um,
Like,
okay, I would not say our situation's perfect. It's possible past exile is too bad. Okay, it seems like we should cast pass, like
oh,
right
well,
now.
so we could cast torch first.
It trades for their worst card.
Yeah, okay,
But
let's
I feel
not
like
let's not do that. I guess it's also really bad versus Harbinger to torch.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay. We could choose to pass on their return.
I think if they force of negation our path, I am thrilled.
No,
Oh,
the reason to pass on their turn is to give them one less mana.
okay.
The reason not to do is that they could counter it.
Hmm. I kind of want a path now.
One property of the situation is that they cast Spell Snare targeting Hatching Plans. In which case, I feel like they would have used Spell Pierce if they had it.
Okay,
So
I guess we could pass.
I kind of want to.
I don't know why you would draw a step. Oh, we don't care about thinning them or anti-thinning them, you know?
Okay, traditionally, like there are many cases where you draw step path because your opponent can for exactly for the anti-thinning reason. But against a counterspell deck, I think you would rather upkeep path.
I agree. And the reason to draw a step is in case they draw their like single basic most of the time, right? That's not generally going to happen against our opponent's deck. And also, there's some like thinning argument, but that I don't believe that one. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to torch now? Okay. I guess not.
I still can. Yeah, my goal is this torch is to protect myself against
Harbinger.
Harbinger. Okay, do you want to pass?
Yeah,
Now?
let's path. Or yeah, I think at this point I don't care how much mana they have, but
Yeah. Or don't care is a strong way to describe it.
well,
But
yeah.
I care less.
Yeah. I don't care compared to caring about them like having a having a counter spell or something, you know.
Yeah. Although,
Like for example, last time they could have like maybe they have force of negation in hand but didn't want to, like exile a card. And that's why they didn't counter our first one or something.
or like the first one they could not have they could not cast force negation on legally.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah. That's true. Okay.
Okay, well,
Let's tap.
it's not perfect.
Far be it from that we would be perfect.
It's possible that we were slightly punished for not. Okay,
That
that's
helps.
something at least. Let's do this first, I believe.
Why? Do we want to draw basic planes?
Maybe not.
I feel like we don't want to draw basic planes.
Okay, let's cycle. you want to do this on our turn or on their turn?
Uh,
Oh, I guess we could ambush Viper. Maybe.
I don't know if I want to ambush Viper given that we can just path, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to ambush Viper because
Okay.
of path.
Okay, I think we should have done an our turn because of Orchid's Bowmasters.
Sure. Okay, well let's do it now anyways. Nice, we drew a
Okay.
basic.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, well.
We can't hold up both snap and counterspell. Like, we can't hold up counterspell while casting snap. If we want to like path this thing, but
Do you want to like sit?
I guess we could sit.
I don't like that they have a bunch of cards in hand that they aren't casting.
I guess if we get one more lands, then we can like snap, and then. Yeah, okay. Let's sit for a turn.
Okay.
Like 2 a turn isn't that much.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to keep sitting?
I guess.
I feel like you can afford to be patient a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel that the hand is like Oculus and counterspells. And that, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's still fine to keep sitting.
I agree. Okay, let's counterspell that one. Okay.
Wow, result. I guess that's not necessarily good for us.
Do you want to upkeep? I feel like upkeep is the time to do it, right?
Why?
To waste 2 of their mana? Or to, I guess like what spell are they not able to cast right now?
No, they're out of basics, so that's not a concern.
No. Yeah, no, I'm saying like, okay, like letting them untap 3 more mana doesn't really help because like they can already cast counters. What?
My concern is that we should do it in combat.
Oh. In case they have like spell pierce exactly, or I guess force of negation. Okay, sure, we could do it in combat.
Okay, let's do it in combat.
I guess they're pretty live to have like force of negation in hand. I'm worried that they have like okay, yeah, okay. I guess letting them draw a card is not that punishing.
One nice property is that we can like prevent them from like. Well, nothing is actually going to happen because this is very unlikely to work. But
the funny thing is that they force of negation our path. Okay, yeah. And then they force our path, and then we trade, and then they unearth the Harbinger. Okay.
Okay, well. I would describe us as we have been got in both these post-war games by Harbinger of the Seas. I don't think our deck should be that bad against Harvesters of the Seas, but we should have got.
I would say that Hashing Plans has somewhat contributed to us being got.
This is plausible.
Notably, I don't like that.
Ring.
Yeah, notably, this Hashing Plans that we just cast right now would be nice if it did something as a card draw spell, as opposed to provably not doing anything. Before we solve our problems.
Okay, so what I am learning is that I've set up this mana base to be good against Blood Moon, and it has not been very good against Harvesters of the Seas.
I think that's not the main lesson. I have many thoughts about the main lesson from today's stream.
Okay, there are many lessons. That's for sure.
Okay, well, I think there's one very big one. I would have tapped any other way.
It'll be fine or something.
Yeah, I agree.
Or by it'll be fine. I mean, it probably will not matter.
Yeah. Do you think we're gonna cast Wrath X equals 1 to play against another spell? If we draw planes, that is.
Wow, Drew Mountain. Incredible. Okay, let's cast Phlage.
Yeah. That tends to be the thing to do. Maybe their hand is full of Force of Negations, and Spell Pierces, and Spell Snares, Stranger things have happened.
Sink into Super.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll try again next turn.
Okay. That doesn't help.
Okay, let's cast Phlage again. Surely we should be tapping Island. Very curious, what's in their hand.
Well, there are many spells that they.
Yeah, I guess they can't cast Oculus. Yeah, okay. So, Oculus, Spell Snare, Spell Pierce, Force of Negation are all fine. Murktide would have been cast as just, a large idiot.
Yeah. Okay, well.
We have been defeated. Okay. Would we like to talk about the main lesson of today's stream?
We can talk about the main lesson of today's stream.
Okay, I think that the main lesson is that Hashing Plans doesn't work because it only draws you cards when things are going well.
I wouldn't say it's exactly true, but it is at least somewhat true.
Hatching Plans is maybe if you think about it as a 2 and a draw 3, obviously that is theoretically powerful, but it doesn't draw you towards your it only draws you cards after you've accomplished something that obviously Hatching Plans with Torch would be legitimately pretty good in Pioneer or something, legitimately very good in Pioneer or something, right? Mm-hmm. But the problem is that Hatching Plans with Torch is okay in Modern in that like Torch is not a very good card in Modern, I don't think. Um, so like casting a Torch to enable your draw three is not necessarily a great exchange. Uh, like it's like a fine exchange. But then and Wrath, if you're casting Wrath of the Skies, probably the game is already going well for you. And Hatching Plans does not find you your Wrath of the Skies. So I would say that this fails to this fails to leverage the powerful stuff that's going on, which is Wrath of the Skies Phlage, because it like doesn't help you do those things. Like you didn't need you didn't really need help winning after resolving Wrath of the Skies.
I guess that makes sense.
I would say that is the main lesson of today's stream. But what else have we learned?
What else have we learned? I like casting Wrath of those guys. That's what else we learned.
Math, I would not say that plans encouraging you to play Jeskai is a problem. I think that, like, I don't know, I agree with CFT that I like casting Wrath of the Skies. I also like casting Phlage. It like I
It's
guess
possible.
you can... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, certainly the Jeskai Assault like doesn't not have problems, but I like that it leverages these cards. Like,
well, okay. I kind of want to make the claim that I don't think this deck leverages these cards better than Storm does. Like, irrespective of hatching things. Like, currently my front runner for what deck should I put Wrath of the Skies and Phlage in is Storm.
Fair enough. Well, a nice thing about it is that you can like your Wraths are like better. But,
well, okay. Let me pose the following. Storm has copies of Tomb in the Narrative too. You know?
It's not that easy. You have to like have Metamorphose, you know?
Well, okay, let me pose the following. Storm gets to cast Wrath easier because the opponent's deck is too busy trying not to die to be able to like cause you to need to Wrath turn 2, you know? Like,
okay, that's fair.
Like Storm gets to play the false version of Tune the Narrative in the false tempo sense, right? In addition to being able to play the true Tune the Narrative in the ritual sense, you know? So, I don't know. I still think that Wrath of the Skies and Phlage are best leveraged by Storm. Because it is just it just feels very coherent to me to have this like pivot to have this like plan that is like very condensed, right? Like I feel like the benefit of Wrath of the Skies and Phlage, like one of the strong parts of both of those cards, is that they are very like impactful single cards, right? And that like it doesn't feel to me that you should need to build a control deck around them. You just like put them in a deck and they like do what they do, right? Without needing any support. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I guess yeah. I don't know. I was such a huge fan of this the historic deck. Is one of the and I was a fan of playing this deck like even before the Nadu ban, but it definitely like does like certainly there are some issues.
Well, I would say about
it's possible Storm is a better version.
What I would say about the version before the Nadu ban is that it seems I feel like Control might be better before Nadu in that, like, you know, other decks are more worse before Nadu. You know, other non-Nadu decks. But or before Nadu ban. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Do we have any other thoughts before we move towards ending? I guess one thought is, as a reminder, we are not streaming on Saturday, but we should be back on Monday.
Hmm.
More modern? Question mark. I
I
guess.
agree. I even have. I We might be casting Eternal Witness on Monday and
Hmm.
Ephemerate.
I do love casting Eternal Witness and Ephemerate. Um. Anyways, if you all like our streams and want to catch our content, more of our content, I guess it's more of the same content. But if you missed any content, you can find it on YouTube. Um, what else? What else? Oh, we should raid someone. How do you feel about raiding? So we could raid this person. We could raid. Uh, oh, this person is playing modern.
Oh, sure.
Great. Okay. Let me figure out how to do a raid while holding a computer in my other hand. Will we be casting time warps? Do you think we're going to be casting time warps?
My guess is it's that it's unlikely because I want to be base Abzan.
Wait. Okay, that's not the right username. Oh, I completely misread that username. Um, what? Not all caps. Yeah, we might be casting Philia.
I agree.
Great. Rating Emma Skyward, which I misread as Emma Sky Edward for some reason. Who is playing modern, I believe. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and see you on Monday. Bye. Okay, raid has